Hey YouTube, this is the Podcast Gamer, and I'm going to do my first podcast about a new game that just came out a few weeks ago, the game Fallout New Vegas. I gotta say, I would rate this game about 4 out of 5 stars. The only reason I probably would not give it 5 out of 5 stars is because of the glitchiness that they need to probably bring another patch in like they did for Fallout 3 and the previous Fallouts too. One reason that, another reason also that it's kind of bad is that the loading screen, it takes a little bit too long to load. I know it's like a lot of graphics, it's got to load and everything, but still, in Fallout 3 it had a little less graphics and it loaded pretty fast. Also, the iron sights on the PC, it's a little hard to aim with. It's because anytime you try to aim, it moves it over way too much, and if you try to lightly click the buttons, it still moves it over way too much. If you want to if you want to use iron sights, but that's my only really bad downsides of it. I know it boosts down a point just because of that lagginess. Oh yeah, and I have a question out for anyone out there that can answer it. I'm not sure if this is a glitch or it's just how they made it, but when you crouch down and have zoomed in, either it's in VATS or iron sights. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's iron sights, but the enemies turn red, and like hollowed out rocks, doors, and allied or neutral people are come up green for a second if you're pointing at them. I have no clue if that's a glitch or something they didn't mean to put in there, or they meant to put in there, and it works great. But I found like 3 hollowed out rocks just because of that. I'm just driving by, I'm just walking by, aiming at an enemy, and I turn to hit another enemy, and boom, it lights up green. But that's one thing I'm actually kind of happy about / kind of mad about if it's a glitch. But also, I would have to say that the beginning of the game, it started great, but the beginning of the game is a little sketchy. Like a shot to the head, maybe if he shot him in the chest or something like that, they thought you would die, wouldn't die, and Victor coming in just randomly upon his grave from the Fallout strip and finding your body, it's a little sketchy. Also, I think they could have made the beginning just a little bit more realistic or actually be able to happen. Because I don't think a shot to the head with a 45 caliber bullet would make you live. Okay, well, getting past the beginning of Benny actually shooting you is I like how we started out like the old man in Good Springs, the doc fixed you up, and I like how they chose your beginning perks and your specials. It was a good layout, and I like the vendor. I think it's called the Vendor-O-Matic machine, the Vendor-O-Matic special machine. I love how they actually made that to pick your specials. Just like on Fallout 3, they made the book or the baby book, and that was really nice. And I like how they gave us maybe there's a few new gamers for Fallout games tutorial, because in Fallout 3, there wasn't much of a tutorial. You just had to figure it out on the way there. There was a little hints that popped up in the beginning, like Y to jump, A to open the door, or something like that. But this way, they actually went hands-on, teaching you how to play. And continuing off of that, I like the companionship. The companionship was great. I love the companion wheel that you can use a stim pack on your companion. You can get a dog, you can get a robot. I have no clue if you can get a ghoul, though. Or not ghoul, ghoul too. What's it called? A super mutant. I'm not sure if you can get a super mutant like you could in Fallout 3. But I know you can get a robot, you can get a dog, you can get someone from the Legion. The Kaiser's Legion, or how they say in the game, or the Caesar's Legion. Also, I like how you can also get one from the NCR, and I'm pretty sure you can get one from the Brotherhood of Steel. And that's most of companionships you can get through the game. One thing I'm happy about is that they brought the Brotherhood of Steel back. One other thing that's a downside to that, they are not a big part of the game at all. The way I found out about them is that I was working for the Legion because I was like my third time playing through the game, and I wanted to find like other companionships. Well, I was on my third time going through the game. I was working for the Legion. They told me to go take care of the Legion. Go take care of the Brotherhood of Steel, like get him out of the Hidden Valley, or like just they're pretty much saying destroy him or make him leave. Well, if you're working for Legion, and that's pretty much the only way you can actually find out without googling it or YouTubing the like where they are. And also, if you have the robot Eddie, you will get random transmissions from Brotherhood of Steel when you go there to talk to them. But if you're working for the Legion, they get really angry at you, and they'll put a slave collar on you. Also, because that'll relate you to bad to NCR, and they're actually friends with NCR, and they will actually get really angry with you and put a slave collar on you and tell you go do another side quest for us and come back and we'll take it off, and then we'll leave, or you can tell what you're gonna do. Or you can just leave the place, come right back, attack everyone, and you can take the slave collar off after you destroy the whole place with a self-destruction system, which I think is kind of retarded. Why would they put a self-destruction system in their own base? Don't ask me. Okay, continuing on. How some of like the little smaller companionships you can do. Not really companionship. It's the factions. I like the NCR. The legions or the Kaiser Caesar's Legion, they're pretty nice, but I think it's a little bit kind of sick how they do it. I think some people might be offended that they're crucifying people or putting people on crosses and let them die, and the whole pretty much most people that are being crucified or on the cross are still alive, and they're saying they're barely alive. I think some people might be offended by that. Also, how that they actually have slaves. I know there was slaves back in the Fallout 3, and I wasn't too into the slaves. Really, I was kind of like, really, that's kind of stupid having the slaves. But I kind of guess it adds a little more. It adds a few more side quests in Fallout 3 and Fallout New Vegas. Also, the next faction I would like to go to is the Mr. House. Mr. House, there's like 3 ways you can finish the main quest for Mr. House. You can either give him what he wants, the platinum chip, and the main quest is done like that. You can go tell Mr. House that you're not going to do it, and you're going to probably kill him, or you're totally not going to do it for him, and then he attacks all the robots on you, and then that pretty much ends the main quest. You'll start working for Benny, and then you'll have Benny's robot upload himself into the game, or into Mr. House's mainframe, and he'll become like the new Mr. House and overlord over the whole New Vegas Strip. Well, I think it's pretty nice that they made it so many ways you can actually finish the game, because I'm pretty sure that on the end of Fallout New Vegas, Fallout 3, they only had 2 ways that you could either blow the whole Washington I think Jefferson or Washington Memorial up, and then the game's done like that, and you poison the purified water, or you actually don't listen to one guy that works for the other clan that's against Brotherhood of Steel. I forgot their names, but I like how they added more ways you can finish the game. Also, I like how they added some more factions, like they added the Kings, the Great Khans, and that's a few of the main ones. Oh yeah, also they added what's her name? Oh, I forgot their name now. But if you become good with them, like really good with them, you can get some supplies for pretty cheap or almost free. Like after you become like accepted and trusted by them, big time, you can actually start taking stuff from them and without losing karma. One thing that also I've liked that they pretty much taken away karma, because karma doesn't affect how you're gonna go through the game. It depends on how good you've been with the factions. If you're accepted, trusted, hated, forbidden, or if you enter, they'll start attacking you. The karma pretty much doesn't do much for you, but if you have bad karma, you'll be harder to be trusted for some factions. I'm gonna probably have to make a part 2 of this video. I know this because it's already up to 10 minutes long, and I'll probably cut it down right after beginning of the right before the beginning of the factions. Well, continuing on with the strip. I love how the layout of the strip is. The layout of the strip has been real nice. They made sure everything to detail. I can tell that it's something that you probably went to Vegas or taking straight pictures of Vegas and making pictures of them right there and then, because it is pretty much spot on exact. And I like how they brought in some of the bigger, older casinos of the era that they're doing on the 60s and 70s. I think they're doing, and I'm just giving bravo to Bethesda, or how do you say their name, because they did great on this video game, like they did for Fallout 3. And overall, this game was pretty good, except the glitches, and maybe the loading screen. Probably my last one is probably the side quests and the main quest. The main quest, it was great, but it seemed to be a little too short. It depends on which way you took. There's a few ways you can take, but each way it takes is pretty easy. After you get the strip, it's pretty easy from there on to get the platinum chip, and then you're done. You can either kill Benny right there and then, or he'll run off to Legion, and you'll just kill him there, and then it'll be and then you'll come back to Mr. House and give him the platinum chip, or you can do a little different, like you killed Mr. House. But the side quests I'm happy about, because they added, you can tell, a ton more side quests. Pretty much any person you talk to, you'll get a side quest from. Free side, there's probably easy over 50 side quests total, just coming from free side. Counting not counting parts, just counting per quest they ask you to do, or a favor they do for you ask for them. But I like how they actually added a little more challenge, because the one with Eddie, you actually had to use your brain for a little bit of you actually had to go talk to factions and actually have him repeat the next part of the quest to you, and then you actually use your brain and actually go to the next part without having them tell you where to go. The Pip-Boy, I kind of wish they kind of changed a little bit. They made it a little bit different, but not completely. And I'm gonna probably end it this way. The podcast this way is the last segment of the podcast will be weapon modifications. I noticed that they made a lot of people happy that they got scopes that are better. You got a scope for a 44 Magnum. You can get a silencer. You can get multiple things. You can get upgrades, and also that you can make your own ammo pretty much at any city you're at. And then you can find casings of bullets and stuff. It makes everything much better. And also there's different kind of types of each kind of caliber bullet, there's hollow point, and so many more. And I would just give the game, and I would say that's probably one of my funnest part of the game that you can actually do. And I'm going to end it like that. If you've been wondering how, tell me how I did, and because it's my first podcast, I know, and it might be a little sketchy, but thanks for watching or listening, actually. And please subscribe to my channel, because I really want to become a partner with YouTube, because I want just getting a few more things I can. And also, I'll have my next podcast coming out with Black Ops. Okay. Thanks for watching.